Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. I'm Gnomes, and as I have planned to continue making the scenery, sci-fi scenery. This is a spaceship, basically spaceship interiors. We have a sci-fi corridor and some sort of deck there that I'm still yeah, it's not exactly a deck right now. It needs yeah, it's sort of more a living big restroom, and then we have this sci-fi corridor. So the ambience are not totally matching, but yes, and this should be done in EV, so that's pretty simple stuff, stylized, and that is the way to go in this project. And let's pick some sci-fi-ish music. I think there's some a bit hardcore soundtrack. I'm just discovering more soundtrack of this artist, White Bat Studio, and yeah, the artist is actually where it is, Carl Casey, right? So royalty-free, copyright-safe music, but must notify, right? Must cite the artist, and that's why I'm using this in my live streaming. I still don't know all the musics here. I like very much that Joist, the third one, but Demigod is cool, and I haven't listened everything. So this is promising. So I trust there will be other good musics, very good musics there. So. So here, let's continue with our developing here. I found a tutorial that explains how this material, the wireframe node, can be developed in a different way. My music got interrupted suddenly. I think it's my connection seems bad. No, it might be some YouTube craziness. Alright, anyways. Sorry folks, let's go back. So, here, I found a tutorial that could kind of solve the wireframe problematic of the node which creates unwanted trigons. It replicates the trigon original structure, right, of the faces, and we cannot control this very well. But then, thanks to the tutorial, I'm gonna try to replicate this, and I was using this texture also on some objects here. Texture, no, I mean this, yeah, procedural texture, right? And so I want to use it in this table here, as well as yes. So in these faces have this material. I want to use it here. So let's have to reproduce this shader. I don't know by heart because never tried it. I just watched the full tutorial and it seems to work. So what we have here, we're gonna substitute the wireframe. So it will be, instead of having this combination here, we're gonna forget this. Yeah, so this will be the pure wireframe. Yeah, it was connected here. So instead of having the wireframe, we're gonna make another node system that will substitute this for now, and that will be very cool because I wanted this node functionality, this shader, to be used on many cool features, right? There are a lot of things to explore with this, and so let's just get it. Wireframe, there are many techniques, right? There's also the wireframe with solidify modifier. Yes, there is a, but I think this is the, no, this is not the, would it be possible that I didn't mark it properly? Wireframe node. Okay, I don't believe I didn't, I totally marked it. Sorry folks, here, wireframe. Well, turns out okay, what is this? Wireframe modifier with solidify to make grid assets. Okay, so this is another technique. So no, where is this? I'm sure we're right on optional. Okay, well, wireframe node. Let's just Google it, YouTube this. Node Blender. Yeah, I have it somewhere, must be a famous one. So, fixing Blender's biggest issue. Yeah, I think that's this one. Yeah, this guys. So how it is possible that I didn't save this thing? Yeah, so shading, wireframe node, whatever. Alright, so we'll go directly to, so it has to do with the UV, so we're gonna have to make some UV work for that to work properly. Then it is somewhere here, UV coordinates, yes, we know the how it, wireframe, and I think the shader, where's the shader? It's not here, not here, not here. Oh, here's his work on the shaders. Okay. This is kind of tricky. So yeah, there's the texture coordinate. So you need to update the UV stuff. So for this object particularly, we'll need to have the UV map here, but I need to unwrap only this selection because it's yeah, so I'm not sure this will gonna work because what the rest of the UV might be affected. This is, unless this is a different UV map. No, it's the same. So yeah, so I'm sort of sacrificing the original. Anyways, we're gonna make this thing. Okay, so I have this UV here, and then we're gonna not use this thing. We're going to, but we're gonna mix with the other stuff anyway. This was going on fact. Maybe we can do different factor. We're gonna do different in this case. So it will be like a texture. Where is the node handler? Control T, I think. No, it's not working. We need yeah, so let's get the mapping thing. Mapping, I think. Yeah, no, it's not mapping, it's the input texture coordinate. Okay, so start from UV. Maybe there's not this, or if it is, I don't know. Let's check this out. Okay, UV separate XYZ, so there's start with, so it's something vector. No, math separate, where's separate thing, input, no, alright, separate, mesh separate, no, no, this is an operator. No, so hold on, this went all wrong. No, what's happening? Alright, so apparently I got some crazy thing. Let's go, let's load these things. Sorry folks, let's go back here, and those tables are linked objects, so let's try to do this from a different duplicate thing, so that won't Sacrifice. Yeah, I like this soundtrack particularly. So alright, let's use this and do this again. So horizontal split, then vertical split. This will be Shift 10 for UV editor. I am gonna only unwrap the top here. Yeah, like that. Then here we want the shader editor, and we're alright. So for some reason here's the material. So actually, alright, so the wireframe, right? So we're gonna call this wireframe 2, right? So let's get this wireframe 1. We'll change it to wireframe 2, the real one, the one we are editing. We're gonna dump that. Then okay, here already we're going to assign here, and we don't want to be using this. We'll go directly here to be placing the new stuff. So you need this coordinate, so texture coordinates. Okay, texture coordinates, input texture coordinates. Yeah, I'm very noobish to node system. There's a lot to learn, and but we're getting the way. So we're getting the way. Eventually I'm gonna master this stuff for stylized stuff. I'm sure of that. So I just need more time dedicated to it. So here now what we need is some sort of yeah, there's this separating. I think this is a math thing. I just don't know how to separate color. Oh, here, converter. All right, converter. That was the right code. So UV vector, is that correct? Vector, yes. Then X, Y, Z, blah 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 blah. All right, this is very good tutorial, by the way. I'm just passing because I want to get straight to the thing. Add. Okay, we did an add, so that will add one by one. I guess that's it. So yes, but what is add? As a math thing. Math, yes, a math thing. So converter math. I believe add. I think 3 adds. Maybe I'm wrong, but we're gonna see that in no time to make sure. We're gonna reduce this, get it closer to this, although nothing is seeable yet. Okay, this is the viewer. We can connect this immediately to the... Yeah, we can connect this immediately to the shader, I think. So let's start with... so this will be how it's too small, this thing really. So compare, all right. So currently we don't see, so value epsilon changes the thickness, but it's not exactly happening. Value on X, compare, and without clamp, all right. Alright, but we're having some effect. Of course, this might be because of the geometry there. This was something I must be considerating. Yeah, okay, we just have an X, so I think we'll have to replicate it later again. Well, we're gonna see. Continue here. We don't... Then again compare. give a value to everyone. Oh, just x and y. Alright, because alright, just x and y, and then a value to get value to set everything at once. I think that's the input value, and then we get this can go here. Then yes, y can go to value, compare, and then yes, then this probably needs to mix this at some point. Value was it here? Value to the epsilon. Yes, value to both epsilons. Alright, so this we can, so technically we have, I should try this with a cube, it will be easier. Right now it's hard to visualize what's happening. Does that matter? Let's reset this to this. Alright, multiply. Okay, so combining with multiply, so vector converter math multiply, and we get how to combine this stuff. This doesn't work, and no, it's not like that. Okay, two values, it's just like an add shader. Okay, you get this and this. So you see that one gives like this crossing horizontally and this kind of crossing vertically. So it's already doing some trick here. Alright, it's not clear for me why this is not giving the proper, why this is making this square, but it doesn't matter. This shader could be useful, should be useful in different ways. Maybe it's about the UV unwrap that I did that is completely wrong. Yeah, this to work, it needs to always keep updating the UV unwrap, and maybe I didn't do this properly for the whole object, so not sure. Let's try to assign the material to all that and UV unwrap. No, we don't have good results, so it's a bit strange what happens to this thing. Maybe it needs some sort of smart UV project, I don't know. Oh, there's a special technique. That's not how it is done. To do this properly, the technique involved the UV maps to reset it in some very specific way. And yes, okay, so currently if we select this, we see that there's no UV unwrap at all. There's no UV map. And I don't remember the technique used, especially for a crazy object like that, so at least we got rid of, we reset, so we need to check this again. Alright, invert fac, okay, shift maths. This is very important because as soon as I get this thing done, I can do a lot of cool stuff all everywhere for my plans here of sci-fi-ish environment. what is this? The this thing's the invert, right? It's math. Converter math. So here we gotta invert. No. Yeah. Invert, square root, invert. I think it's not math after all. Maybe some other sort of... Select invert, of course. Why it shows here on... yeah. Alright, search invert color. Yes, okay, it's an invert color fac, and let's go back to... So it was on color, invert color, so... Although here's color, just invert, so let's just make sure it's... Yeah, this should be an invert color. This is an older version probably. So he's comparing what one does. Right. Haha, here's the cool trick that this requires. The haha. Why it remakes it automatically, and for me it didn't occur. You see, I just deleted the UV map, but it didn't work. So in principle, okay, let's say I have this material and I'm going to apply this material to the whole object. Then let's say I smart UV project, whatever. And here I'm looking at the materials. So you see that it's not exactly working as expected, so something went wrong in this. Then I reset, but we don't have that feature going on. It doesn't reset. So maybe there's a change that Blender had. So what I understand, however, is that this needs to be projected like this. Well, but this is working on whatever geometry here. Well, but these are all quads, right? So maybe there's something about the quads. Because this is not an important object, let's just delete these vertices here. We can try to make some sort of yeah, we can simplify this stuff. In some ways here, yes. Yeah, let's leave that hole in the middle, that's fine. What if I... Okay, let's unwrap here. Of course, this is not good. Is there any other comment here we can do? No, there's reset to default value. No. Assign material, wireframe. No. Color. Is there anything here that we can do about the color? It has these crazy UVs. Let's try just to unwrap this thing. What about now? Okay, I see some logic going on. We see that there are different things happening there. But it's not what exactly. Yeah, so there's some. What if I unwrap all this light? Okay, so there's strange solutions. Maybe I have more. Let's try with a regular cube then. Instead, let's get here a cube on space. This cube has some sort of glass material. Okay, let's assign this. Let's delete this UV stuff, and let's give it, yeah, it has got this color, that's fine. We see that it has no UV stuff. If we unwrap, so maybe there is some change in version that is making this to, well, here we see that it's kinda matched, at least in some. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong in relation to the tutorial. Let's make a double check here. Zero 0.5, no. This should just for making a group input. So it wants the face entirely. Yeah, so this is the trick apparently. The UV must go all around. So sorry folks, this is as not going. I thought it was be just too easy, but actually it's so if I technically, if I just turned all the faces like exactly like that, I think if there is a UV unwrap that does this, this I don't know. No, this is not that, so oh, reset. Okay, so what about this? Aha. UV reset. Yeah, I think we're Okay, never mind this face. This is not a face, this is a hole. Ah, so I think we got it. We got it. So this is the difference now. So there's a different trick here. We cannot reset from here. We need to reset from the UV unwrap thing. So this is not in the tutorial. Should in Blender. But in Blender 3.6.4 LTS that I'm using the reset, just deleting the UV map isn't working. It is necessary to use the reset operator from the UV unwrap context menu. That's it. Haha. I bet no one has found that. Okay, haha. We got it, folks. So now we can play with this thing. Yeah, it's a bit complicated to know exactly. There's also the problem of the colors, right? So we can delete this, but I want to keep the material, right? What about the color here? What are the colors that goes here? This is what is... I do not understand, because we have this color, but what about the other color, right? It's like white. Like it's always... Okay, let's call this wireframe 2 and let's lock this one. We can here... So I have this factor. Let's see what happens if we play with this. Maybe I don't need an inversion here. What if I just mute this one? Nothing happens. Okay, so no, cannot mute the invert. But if I connect it instead, nothing really changes. If I mute, it fails to work. The value going to FAC, of course, maybe no FAC here. Alright, let's go straight here. But what is my original color? The object has a base color. It has the material as a color, and the material is the combination of... Okay. Okay, so this is fact. So what was this doing, by the way? This shader, I don't even remember. It has some... This seems very useless at this point. There's a emission color, 2 emitters, yeah, those things. Fresnel, yeah, I don't know. This is... And this is... Okay, let's keep the emissions, at least one of them. Mix shader. So you're gonna connect this here. Alright, I'm okay with that. Maybe this is not a mix that I want, maybe just add would be enough. Okay, add shader is good enough. And yeah, if I put an inversion, that will be cool, I think. So color invert, it will be here maybe. No, emission, no, doesn't work like that. So emission, strange because it's color stuff. No, I'm not using this properly, so ignore here. Let's try to if I mute here, alright, have some effect here, we can make an animation here. Alright, this could already be an animatable thing, right? Okay, let's leave it like this for now. And alright, add shader. Good. So, and if we want the crazy wireframe one, we have still that option here. So for now, I don't want this object. The problem is that it's already set up. Okay, let's maintain the object, right, folks? Just to be a, how do you say, the result of our investigation that was successful. Probably we need to shape something crazy, right? But if we were to apply this somewhere, yes, I would like to apply this shader on some materials here. These are using the wireframe, but the problem here is that these would need to be UV unwrapped locally. It's like reset for this face only. Yes, okay. Then if I get this thing here, you see that there's all this complicated node. Let's ignore that, and instead let's give this the wireframe 2. There you go. That part on the bottom is kind of cool though, the way it is. Of course we can make more subdivisions here, like if we want to play with that. So that would be, wow, this is too dark. This is, I think the floor is elegant though, even it's not exactly the thing that we wanted. There are some good use for the, you see, this is not like horrible, this thing. I actually like it. So that's, yeah, that's the wireframe 2. So let's keep that stupid node that that people have to make better input for it to be good. It's actually working for the stylized results that we want. What we can do here, however, is play a little with this particular stuff that we have here, we can turn this into a lot of, I don't know, subdivided inset madness. I don't know, I don't have any particular idea here. Let's try to get it a bit crazy here. Just exploring some crazy possibilities. Like, yeah, we can like try to perhaps get, yeah, let's get this face here to extrude to the top like this on z-axis, along with this, so extrude to the up, something like that, and then we get all these faces to, so you get all these faces. I don't know if all these faces, but yeah, that might be cool to start with. Let's get all these faces here to, is that it? Yeah, so just to reset, and then the shading looks different here. Let's make sure this is, this looks like it's, the orientation of the faces are wrong. Yeah, they are inside. Okay, now this is good. It looks like it's subdivided in some strange way. Yeah, it's the bevel, so I'm not sure about this. Anyways, we can give now these faces. Wow, crazy. Let's see closer. Wow. Yeah, that's maddening. Very, very stylish. We don't understand anything about it, right? But it's not exactly, yeah, it's a bit confusing. Let's make change, of course. But that's crazy, crazy useful. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, how can I try to solve this thing? Maybe let's just try to apply this to some of the, yeah, so like not here nor here, nor in the inner parts like here, but just, yeah, just on the top there. And for here, I don't know, do this. No, this is bad. Oh, I see there's still some thing here. Yeah, not this one. Corridor 3. My rotation is too large for... Okay, so we don't have all this stylish stuff, but we have a more clean lighting here. Like it's a... we've just made a 5 illumination setting with just one shader. And of course some geometry. That's very productive. Yeah, I like very much. Yes, 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 yes. And then for these others, there's certainly some space for more playing out with this. So for example, this one here. Why is this isolated there? I'm not sure why. Some isolated thing here. What is this? There's... Okay, let's hide everything. I have some... traveling is too big. I made some change that I don't remember, but yeah, I have to find as we go. What about giving some lights in the stairs, right, folks? That'll be kind of cool, right? So how would that go? Would be like here. Oh, this is array. So okay, let's try to not glass. Where's the? Okay, currently this is, yeah. Let's give it. I was trying to make some velvet texture. This is something else we need. I've seen tutorials for that. Apparently this is very easy to do with some noise texture or another not Musgrave. I don't remember. I'll go for the tutorial. There are many solutions for that. So wireframe 2. Okay, of course we need the UV here to be reset. Of course, we perhaps want some simplification here. No, I mean, we want some different shapes here, right? This is too too regular. We want something more crazy, right, folks? Let's make a subdivision here. Even be cool to have some diagonal madness here. Too fast. It's difficult. Okay, using some navigations. Okay, I think this is selected. No, faces here, here, and here. UV reset. What about that? Not satisfying, right? That's cool already. But we want more craziness, right? Here we're not gonna give this light. Let's give the material here, which is floor blue. All right. So get here to be the reset, maybe. Here we can also do that. And yeah, let's reset this. Yeah, this looks a little better. It's not like super stylish, but yeah, for the side of the stairs too. Yeah, if we had some more it is very plain mesh, right? So maybe we could play a little with the yeah, why not? Why about that? So let's give like this to the front, something like that. It's a bit bizarre to have this, but not conformed with this part being like deepened. Maybe this is better. Yeah, let's change this. Okay, let's do like this. I think this is nice. We could have some triangulation here. This looks nice. Then here we... yeah, let's maintain the logic here of triangulation. Here we want... why not? And here, yes, here we're gonna make some inset probably. Could even make some subdivision here. Let's extrude this like, I don't know, something crazy like that. Extrusion outwards to this along normal maybe. It doesn't recognize it on normal, or I don't know how to make it. Alright, that's fine. I think this is no, this is actually cool. Cool idea. Just need to get it better. Ah. No, the stairs have gone. I need to reassess the array. Okay, we cannot live with this kind of rotations here. I think this was done after I've made some navigation thing. Use the definer to orbit around selection. I don't know. Okay, that's the, that was something that but I'm still having hard problem with the zooming. This looks pretty crude, right, that part, so I could just delete that for now. And hold on, let's see if there's anything in the chat. Sorry folks, the screen is too large here. No, that's fine. Good. So here, do we have a face? Yeah, we have a bottom face here. I can do this, right? Slight detail. Alright, this is not helping. Not extrude, but just move up. So you have some... Here you can have some sort of hybrid structure, I don't know. Yeah, this is fancy. It's completely arbitrary, but give some interesting variation, right? And of course with the shaders this might become cool, but it's not very clean, so I need to be careful. Maybe I need to just change how this. Yeah, it's not. Why the zoom is so bad? Dolly, what is the default? Dolly. Alright. No. I'm still... pan, yeah, zoom and pan is still very bad. Something about pan. What is default here? That's... orbit around selection. And okay, so I really don't know. I have to keep investigating that. Anyways, we'll see what we can do about regardless of that, we'll continue. I never suffered so much with this kind of stuff, folks. So here I was just trying to get better settings, but then ended up having a lot of trouble. So okay, let's delete some stuff here that is not working very well. Let's try to some faces there. I'm having trouble selecting. My cursor seems to be offset. There's something bugged about the cursor. Okay, let's retrieve this thing here. So there's no big deal here. Maybe extrude here just slightly more. Maybe keep protruding here. Actually, let's maintain it flat, but yeah, you can remain on the... Okay, so GX, okay, G Shift Z, that's it, okay. SX, SY, GY, GX, rotate Z. Yeah, never satisfying enough. Okay, what about this? Rotation around object is crazy, alongside with zoom. Yeah, I cannot work in these conditions. I totally... Okay, let's leave Blender and re-enter. Maybe I get a better setup for this. There's a chance that the file is just the object that the distance are just too big, and therefore there is or my zoom is crazy, so I made some far distancing so that or the opposite, I'm just too far from everything, the zoom rate. So, and then whenever I rotate even slightly, I get all these problems. So I'm backing off and just zooming in. All right. So maybe that's it. I just zoomed out too much and then entered with the navigation things. This things floating. This is crazy. Doesn't matter here. We yeah, there's assets we need to rework. Here, what is he? Are we on EV, by the way? We should be on EV. Yes, EV, and then there's some strange things going on there. Let's see, continuing at array here. Let's make sure these stairs are positioned. Yeah, there's some bad faces there that are... I think this is because of the shade smooth, auto smooth maybe. Alright, let's use auto smooth. I think it has some interaction with crease. The last one is interpenetrating. Alright, so now this is kind of cool, but we need to start, yeah, finally back to our stuff here. We can give this that, what is this, fluor red. Alright, and then what we can have here is, what color is that? No, this is the wireframe material already, so we can... And of course, if we get this, let's just reset. There we go. Yeah, it's not great, but it's interesting. All right, at least that. So we can get some inset here, move up. Then what about here? We're gonna UV unwrap reset. Let's get this wireframe here. It's a bit ugly. Let's try differently. This is glass. Why not? This is interesting. But no, glass 1 maybe. This will reflect the stars. That's kind of cool. And for the top, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, let's just Control Z until we are back. Alright, so alright, it could be that, but we want perhaps more like a crystal beacon. I don't know, maybe it's some crazy subdivisions here. and then again wireframe here, of course with the UV unwrap reset. This sounds like unaligned, but it's just a from the inside. This is not very relevant. Yeah, it's like we can, yeah, let's push this aside a little, something like here, I guess. And what we do about this thing, what about this? Is that fine? Yeah, it's too much importance to the sides. That's not really relevant. So let's leave it something like here. And of course, now we see that the stairs are completely crazy. We are going to be changing the array all the time, because if we make change to the height of the stairs, we already start having problems with the, oh, it's great. Can it scale to the sides as it yeah, I like the way it is looking right now. Could certainly be better, but it's already attractive enough. Here, let's not give all these diagonals here. This is not really required. Maybe here I could. What material of this? I'm tempted to give here some sort of, oh, this is already what I would be looking for. Some transition, although I actually liked how it was getting this diagonal here. Yeah, so maybe another. So here, I don't know. Do you have what about here? This is too brutal. Yeah, no, this is not good. Let's leave it at the center red. It's just this, I'm not sure. Too bright. Wireframe 2. What about this? No. No, that's too much brightness. No. What about glass? Invisible floor? No, thanks. Glass 1, spatial floor. Ah, this one is cool. That could work for the middle two, perhaps. Yeah, it's like too noobish, right? But it's cool. Let's change here. So it will be floor red here, and in the center space. Yeah, it's a bit too noobish, but it's not horrible. I think that part should not be that color, right? Let's keep it blue. Yeah, it combines with that and it gives a continuation. But then it really looks like that this is a bit offset, this color here, so maybe we need some insetting. Why not? Alright, what about this extrusion down? Like those typical effects, right? Very slight. Just the people to Trump, to, how do you say, yeah, to get wrong stepped in those things. Yeah, that is crazy, but that's, I don't like the excessive amount of those things in the side, so, but it looks very alien on another hand, so plausible, right? It takes the idea, why this is this for, right? Well, that's a sight already. Very simplistic stuff, but starting to get some good looking. And if we go into the corridor, we could try to make some more variations on this. I'm still not sure what is this face here. Yeah, what is this face? There's some face here that is like solitary. Just like, yeah, it has a wrong color. Alright, so maybe it's just a mistake. So corridor 2, alright, let's give it same color here. Probably some mistake. Alright, so what we do here, we need to see if we can get some more crazy stuff. Here we could do some, use other panels, right? Not this kind of things. It's too repetitive. It's not what we want here. Alright, let's reset the soundtrack here, folks. Yeah, in general there are cool soundtracks here. I need to mark down which are the best ones and perhaps make my own playlist of this. We could use the... Yeah, I tried that already, like fuse the glass one. What is asset here? I don't remember what's that. Oh, this is some texture. Doesn't matter. Alright, so it's clear that we need to... Okay, so I have a wireframe 2, which currently it's not going to help much. Well, this is... What we can do is if you make some crazy... Yeah, if we make some crazy developments here, then this is another story. To do that though, we need to make a lot of we'll need to play a little here, and we don't have too much. Yeah, I would like to have better distribution of all that. It's not the case. It's like we don't have a lot of subdivisions to play with that. But for example, if I just start to get this like like this and unwrap, it starts already to make some crazy thing. But then it starts to get a bit too repetitive, right? You need additional colors for this, right, folks? But something like this is already quite crazy, right, for a corridor, right? What is that? Oh, the lights, of course. I've included the lights. It's too bright now, though. But it's not repeating so much, so it's not like it's combining well with other features. We can probably change some stuff here, right? So the same pattern, I'll try to avoid whatever that come from, like I want to get the lights only to the not in these parts, but yeah, like you see what I mean. So something like that. Maybe here could have, not sure. We need some panels, textures, and this is something that I don't have right now. This is a bit more subtle. It's not very interesting, but it's also, it gives some more subtlety to everything. So I like this, but maybe we could do this slightly better. Yeah, this face here to reset. So it's like not every face will have this, will have just about this. Why don't I have glass 2 here? No, glass 2 here is bad. If we want, it would be glass 1 with the space thing, space reflector, whatever. This bugs me a little, the color that this thing has. Maybe it should be color darker, like that. We missed here too. But this glass doesn't make much sense right now. It would be preferable to have a panel. So maybe this is just another color here, I don't know. This is too vibrant. What about having that makes no sense. This is kind of cool. Then instead here we get just some it's not very clean actually, but it adds some mystery, some three-dimensionality. It's confused a lot though. It's already confusing, so still struggling to find out what to do with that. Okay, keeping like that is kinda okay. What happened here? With the lights, this just seemed too bright now. So this is a mistake. I prefer the dark aspect. I need this blue was good when it was dark blue. Maybe I need some dark blue material for the floor. Okay, let's just give this material here. Let's try metal 2. I see. I don't have this one, so let's try to retrieve the material from corridor. That's it. Get corridor. So it's the stairs is like part of the corridor, right? So it's a good thing that it has this it retains sort of this here I'll need to check the inner part here. It's an interpenetration anyways. Okay, can give that black color there, darker color. No, that is not good for differentiation. So let's go back here and this is corridor 2. Or even corridor 3. Is that even... Okay, this is correct. We see there's some mesh there that is inverted. All the stairs are inverted and I didn't know. Alright. Let's fix this. Now for... This is cool to have this metal one, but it's this we are still what is this color though? Okay, this is corridor 1. This is the darkest one. Then this also becomes corridor 1, I guess. This can become corridor 2, except for this one maybe. This, yeah, let's... Could we inset here too? No, it will follow this one, so maybe just give it... What about this? Nah. Then just this... glass 2? No, glass 1. But it loses some relevance, so let's try to give it the corridor 2, just like that. And what about here too? Let's... Yeah, we can give this... We don't need the space here. There's already here for special effects. It's just a question about this. This might be better as corridor 1. It's just at the end that it becomes corridor 2, and then this part maybe we... I don't know, corridor 2 or corridor 1 and space at some point. It's a bit irregular. Let's see, can we do something about the irregularity? Now I see in the back side it's... Okay, so this is not easy to fix in this way. The best idea would be to have this thing aligned as sort of a pyramid, right? So we just don't have if we go on smooth, maybe we can have some I want to orient this in a more centralized way, or maybe it doesn't need to be, it can be pivoting, right? It's not bad. So it doesn't need to be symmetric. It's actually cool if it's asymmetric. The question is like that or like that. Like that sounds more base-like. Yeah, something more like that shown better. But then from the top view, let's try to make some adjustments there. Alright, then probably because we've made change to the mesh here, maybe I need to reset this. No, nothing changed, so we can apparently we can change the geometry. So now let's do something that is essential to this thing. So we took a lot of time to find out how to get this material there. We got it right, so we made some cool adjustments to the corridor, and we made a lot of detail to the stairs, but we still need to improve yeah, we have the carpet noise texture. So this is gonna be cool if we can. Alright, so this is another thing. Yes, I'm convinced this is really important. So it's just that I never done it. I see on many, for instance, Star Trek 3D models, and I want to reproduce this sort of velvet floor types, a very subtle detail. Apparently it can be achieved with just a, yeah, so we have floor red, but it's different than the pipes, I think. Yeah, pipes are different than floor red, so the floor red seems just too. Let's do it slightly more deeper color. Although this won't allow us to see the texture very well, so let's give it lighter, more intense color. Now let's see the velvet. I've collected a few tutorials, so velvet. No, it's not here. Actually, it's velvet shader for EV. I think this could be. Yeah, this one is good. So I'm not gonna watch the whole tutorial. I've seen some steps. So basically here we start by there's a, I think there's a, okay, base color. So this is not important. This could be a whatever base color. You can use this one, maybe. Voronoi, okay, it's Voronoi texture. So we're gonna do directly here. So we are gonna go directly in this. Is just, so this will be my diffuse base color anyways, and let's add a Voronoi texture to it. So texture Voronoi. I'm not sure it will work with this. I think it will be combined with so what would be that? So 3D F2 Euclidean 301, scale 300 F2. Yeah, we're gonna test and its color. Now distance. Okay, height. Okay, I see. Oh, it needs perhaps to have, instead of that, BS, so we can have this. Although I would like to do this with texture image instead, because it might be easier to calculate, to render. So there should be other ways to do it, but for now let's try this attempt. No, not diffuse. Input as where's the basic thing here? Shader principal BSDF, right? Distance. So we need to add this to the height. Alright, so too complicated thing here. Let's go back to the okay, so is that really a BSDF call? Yes, it is. Node BSDF, yes, it should be. Then why I can see the why don't have height here? Maybe it's another shader. Maybe it has changed, I don't know. The emission is getting light from, no, this can't be from the light, the emission. This light might be from some other source that is coming before, right? So here diffuse SBF, no, whatever has okay, so that tutorial seemed to have this has height. Let's try whatever thing here. Of course it will not work. What to do the simple Voronoi texture, by the way? Okay, it has some tapestry effect on this particular scale, right? Yeah, so the 300 is to give it the proper effect, right, of the tapestry, the carpet. 2D, 3D, F1, F2, randomize. Yeah, there's some randomizer. Alright, this is, I think it was 1 Euclidean, so we'll have to this is Blender 2.91. Maybe this is something that was built out of a node that was built out of some principle Okay. So there's a... Okay, so distance bump, Voronoi to bump. Alright, so Voronoi to bump. I never used this, first time. Not the Voronoi, the bump professionally. So let's see, distance, height, yes. And what does that do? Maybe we need that bump to normal. Normal to... Yeah, there we go. Alright, then here we can... Let's check. Surface. Huh. Interesting. Does that do anything already? Yes, it does. Interesting. Starting to create some effect there. Let's go back here. .01 distance. Okay, there's another 0.01. It's too rough. I think there's some... We'll see whatever we can get from... Then as we go here, layer wave. Yeah, so you see that this shader is actually it's not hyper complicated, but yeah, as you see, it got a lot of things. Yeah, so not something to do right now, right? I've seen others that might be much simpler. Not that I won't use this, but let's see the other one with the... This is fundamental because I want something pretty simple. Actually, if you want to check my references here, it will be like... if I have the Sci-Fi scenery, where it is, interiors, Sci-Fi. I just wanted something like this, right? This is not a great example, but you see the velvet effect is very, very subtle. Way more subtle than... And I just don't know how to create... This is already too much, but this might be texture, image texture, I guess. So that's why I believe it could... This is more likely, and... Yeah, here we have a very subtle effect of that, so let's try another one. So velvet, creating a tasty velvet material. Let's see if that would count. Now this is a texture. This is from Deco, by the way. This is more sophisticated in terms of, yeah, this use a lot of stuff, so this is probably for better rendering even. So there are others. Okay, true velvet, then carpet, I think. What does the... No, tapestry, no. So fabric, okay, this might be complicated. Stairs to turn, no. Retro, yeah, and that's it. So that is just... We're out of options here. Let's just check. Okay, noise texture. After will be combined with... Oh, it's using some sort of displacement. Ah, that's interesting. Okay, let's try something like that. So instead of this, no, let's bring the noise texture here and color. No, yes, color to displacement. Of course, lot of distortion, scale 10, detail 3D 0, scale, what was it, 10, and lot of distortion, 1D, 2D, 3D, and lots of distortion, 300 distortion, really? One for us, 40, for us 50 might do. Or actually, yeah, no, we see that, yeah, if you look too closely we see the, well, this will won't do, 100 is 200, alright. Oh, we see, if you look from very distance we see some problems. Of course it's not completed. Okay, let's take this, let's continue here. Yeah, some anomalies. And then this to go to, yeah, it's already being done. 000 IOR. Okay, no specular. Well, this could be, I don't know. He zeroed out nearly everything, even though, or it was that by default, I don't know. They don't seem to make a lot of difference anyways. Okay, that explains. Color ramp. Oh, some sort of a variation. This is pretty funny. Wow, that's a lot of... Yeah, this is going towards realism, right? To most three-dimensional velvet effect, right? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, that's crazy. Yeah, this looks a good tutorial, but it's not... I think I don't need this ramp thing, although I'm not very... Alright, YouTube, I having some problem here, folks. Okay, sorry folks, I have a problem here on my stream. I think it's streaming, but I'm having some... I think it's because I was watching YouTube simultaneously. Besides the other transmission here, this is perhaps... Let's reduce this. Yeah, okay, so we are still not in conditions to have the So let's get a diffusion thing here, texture shader, just a plain thing here. We'll give it a roughness. Yeah, maybe roughness will help. Lights, please. Is that... looks like we're lacking lights. Just an impression. Yeah, so it's scale. This is tough to get this. Yeah, it's like it's hard to get this thing. Yeah, I need some sort of blurring effect, I guess. What if I get this into, instead of the displacement, I don't know, here, normals? Interesting. The results are a little bit slightly better in my opinion. It's not even what I thought. No, it should be that. Yeah. This seems to do what I want, so that's kind of very simplistic, but kinda do, yeah, kinda do. Is there any way to... oh, I can still adjust here. Okay. Ah. Wow, that's something like that. Very, very subtle. Yeah. So maybe we can get some more spicy. 1.6 roughness. Yeah, let's maximize the roughness. The distortion, can it be 0? Distortion kind of helps if it's like just 50 already helps a lot. Yeah, haha, we found a solution, folks. Let's go now for the other materials. I want, now that this got this floor here blue, I think could also have this similar tapestry effect. So that was a great addition. No tapestry in the corridor so far that I think no tapestry here. So it will be really some materials here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna floor blue. So this is like carpet red. Here will be carpet blue. We're gonna just pick this same node here, Shift D, Control X, then carpet blue. We're gonna paste. Alright, no, so copy, paste. Alright, then we get this and we color to normal, and except that okay, it was in the wrong place. I thought it would be that. That's okay. Let's change this floor then, so it will be here, I guess. Yeah, this is much cooler, although it's too repetitive now, but it gives a completely new appearance to this. Yeah, it's too top carpetry everywhere, but there's another ambience now. Wow, really good improvements here. Let's get here some glass. Why not? Not this glass. This glass. Actually, hold on. We need both sides here. And yeah. This. Oh, this is nice. This is great. Of course, we have some trouble regarding some transparency here inside on the top. So this probably we cannot keep like that. We probably need to get some extrusion here. This will be better if we have some good subdivision, I guess. Yeah, this was obtained through from bevel, and now I have difficulty selecting this whole face loop, right folks? So not very nice. So let's try to dissolve. Yeah, let's make some adjustments here. Dissolve edges. Here also we're gonna do here, and then we dissolve here and here. Alright, this is more regular, this will be better, but we need to change maybe this face here, this. Okay, why this doesn't continue? Oh, there's more here. Alright. Annoying thing. Okay, this is just here apparently, so dissolve. What about here inside? Yeah, we still need to dissolve these ones. Good. Ah, this is much better, yeah. Good looking stuff. Here we have some confusion of faces. I did that on purpose while I was developing this, but this doesn't look very good right now. We can improve this topology a lot, so it will be like getting like 2 subdivisions here, I guess. No, like here, like that. Then we want to match, to connect. Yeah, so it will be like, I'm gonna dissolve this and we're gonna connect here with that. and same, I'm gonna connect here with that, and then we can dissolve that, I guess. And here the question is, yeah, this also, it's not very interesting. I wanted some crazy shape in the corner, but not like that. This was obtained through the, yeah, let's do this again here. Dissolve. Here you see that we have some limitations on the topology here, so yeah, open space. No, this is not what we wanted here, so looks like some wrong face there. Why I cannot? Yeah, this is a whole face that is like inadequate, so okay, I'm gonna deal with that later. For now, what interests me is more like this part. So I want to get this in a different material, which I'm not sure which one. We're gonna extrude this. And we're gonna, yeah, pick this, then augment this selection. We're gonna paint all this in, hope I'm not painting something wrong. Alright, then we can extrude on, except on z-axis. No, we can give this, yeah, this is great. Haha, this is, looks pretty cool. It's not, but it's not what I wanted. But yeah, it helped. So here that part got a bit confused, because the floor here is compromised apparently. No, actually not really, because the floor is starts there already. Yeah, this second floor with this color is like great, right? With this carpet there, really like. But this in the middle is incorrect. I think there's some face there in the middle. No, there isn't. Yeah, this glass made complete difference. But we need to change this thing here, and as well as here. So here we have again this problem, and let's merge here at the center. Merge at center. I have lack of geometry there. The idea here would be really to get perhaps a plane. Yeah, let's. Why am I not just getting extra subdivision, right? Yeah, we can do that. So dissolve here, and we get this, and why not? I'm not sure this is. Alright, I need to understand this geometry here. It's possible we are getting some problems here with regarding interpenetrations with the floor. So I have a single floor. As soon as I okay, let's change the material already. Here it could be corridor 2, I don't know, or corridor 3. This certainly is wrong. Let's give it so why? What color is this? It's like it's not connected. I think this is one type of material. No, this is selecting stuff wrong. Okay, let's give it a color like that. I have a trouble selecting this face loop for some reason. Here the velvet effect should be for the floor anyway, so not on walls or whatever. Could we get the red here on the... This is not very good. Maybe I needed a third one for walls. It will be just some sort of repetition of this one, but carpet wall, so it will have like a just a variation here maybe. Oh, a roughness and roughness. All right. So this too dark color doesn't help a lot. Could be to some sort of more neutral color. Yeah, I like that. Something like that seems... Yeah, maybe slightly more... Yeah, it's difficult to decide. It depends on the composition. Okay, this is nice. The cool thing that it is brighter is that it would allow, because the walls can be clean walls, right? So that's a good point. Alright, and we can have more of this actually. So for example, they could be all around here, right? That's kind of cool. And they could be here on the ceiling and on along this. Yeah, now here not, because this is a contamination of the rest, so they could be like here, yes. Here we have the problem that we do not visualize very well this upper corridor, so let's try to, yeah, here we could be get some cool materials, right? Where's the our crazy wireframe? Of course not this one, but yeah, we can give, for example, this could be like corridor 1, and then we pick, yeah, what if get, yeah, let's start with the craziest thing, like would be that, right? Now this is not working. UV unwrap reset. Oh, it is working, it's just it's not that cool because the lacks subdivisions, right? So why not do that? Yeah, here we see we already have some, but it's not good enough. Yeah, very slight difference we see there, so my idea would be to give yeah, it's not very interesting. So this is alright. We cannot afford to have this hole here, so the solution to that would be like this happens also from below. Something about the glass. We need to have like bridge edge loops, I think, between these. So it will be like but then using a different thing. But then there's the problem of the faces. We don't know which faces well, it kind of worked, but it's not exactly yeah, it's a bit confusing. Probably this is one of the causes. We need to change this height here. Okay, maybe this helps. There's this strange thing that goes down. Oh, because this is inside the mirror. Okay, inside the glass. All right. So this is kind of crazy. We need to, if we wanted to solve that, we'd need to level all these faces with, for example, this one. So it'd be like leveling this to SZ0. Yes. That would be cool if you have some slightly depression there, or the opposite, although this is only seen from the inside, and from the outside, yeah, it's cool to see from the inside though, even if it's glass. The effect is better, I think, although it doesn't mean that we cannot have perhaps some other subdivision here. Maybe to have some, just some cool effect here, maybe, I don't know. Let's see, we can give maintain this metal here too. Okay, let's see if we hide this. Oh, I see there's some crazy things going on. What is this? There's extra faces that maybe are not really necessary. I think this is the bridge edge loop thing that was... Alright. Let's try to dissolve these things. I think this is the last one. Now there's still this, which is not a mirror, not a glass. Both these ones are not glass. We can turn them into glass. This is glass space. This is glass transparent. Alright, and then here we can, yeah, dissolve this last one. Alright, then of course if I hide all the glass here, what we can see is that, and this one too, actually material glass, only faces and faces here. I could try to bridge edge loops here, so we could I never needed this operator in order to bridge edge loops, so this is what confused me here. Oh, maybe I was using... okay. No. Okay, why nothing happens? Okay, this is really bizarre. I've just used today, I think, bridge edge loops, and I haven't seen this issue. Bridge edge loops, yes. Alright, so I'm doing this so that we cannot see the inner part of this from the glass. So if I look from behind, below, we can see that there is material there. Now this caused some strange effect there on the glass, apparently. Or this is just some crazy reflection, I'm not sure. Alright, so we could use the same material that we have here, corridor 1, to this, so something black. And also I think we have for the inner part here, yeah, so this also will do the same. Yeah, it gives some stability, but I also liked, maybe it's too dark. Maybe we give this a corridor 2, might be slightly better. Yeah, more appreciable. This is the scale for a character individual, if it was there. It's not really accurate stuff. We could have some crease for this, all this glass. I see we're lacking some subdivisions here. Dissolve vertex. Now this sounds to be incorrect. I think this got sort of orphan. It also lacks the connection here. Dissolve edge. Yeah, also same here. It might have lost the train. Here this looks like, yeah, looks like cool. Here we can just try to, yeah, this will generate some anomalies here, but that's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. And anyways, these things are a bit offset, so the fact that they can be structured slightly different also gives opportunity to get it slightly more organic, so it's not like it can be cool if we can change these things in slightly different ways. Of course, here we see that we need subdivisions, so it would be on the glass, right? No, it's already, they already exist. Alright, so that part here is probably going to go here. That's fine. Here we can also why not tilt this in this direction? Yeah, forgot one vertex. Alright. So tilting like that. And here this could go maybe slightly here, maybe just following the... No, it doesn't follow. Alright, let's do one by one. No, it refuses. So let's do... here we see some problems. Alright, let's accept this condition here. This looks already pretty cool. We need to continue exploring these textures. Here on the wall, I think yeah, so here we see that this, I have an idea here, maybe this we get, the problem is that I already have these lights there with subdivisions, yeah, so there's not too much I can do. Here this is corridor. Alright, what about this material here? What about... No, this is crazy. Crazy, but but crazy cool. Very, very bizarre, right? We need some sort of variation for this material, right? Like wireframe. I'm tired of always the same. Let's see what you can do here. If we just give a wireframe choo-choo, some... So this will be like, if we go on the... Where is the home for this, and then this... what if get this? What can we change here that could affect this? Yeah, there's the inversion here, right? So we can unmute that. I know there are tons of things that might be plausible here, but I need to explore what... Okay, let's try to work on the light, on the bright side, right? Let's go back to the music. Alright, it looks like my transmission is really bugged out. No, it's back, but where is my... Okay, I don't see myself. Okay, maybe you're listening, but I don't see myself, so this is pretty annoying. I'll have to stop, and I'm gonna be back right to conclude this thing.